Keith, just talk about your decision and what went into it, and then also the three guys around you and how much conversation that you guys have amongst each other.
Well, really just praying about it. I mean, God just told me to sit down, be patient. And then not only that, we have a great opportunity with all the guys coming back next year. And then the younger guys are stepping up as well. So I think we have a chance to be a good team, with approaching into the offseason the right way and working hard and things like that. So.
Could each of you just kind of discuss what went into your decision and how you ended up deciding to come back? Just kind of one at a time. Start down here, Josh.
For me, I had talked it over with my family. I talked it over with my coaches, and I really didn't have the season that I wanted to have. I feel like I can do a lot better, and I talked with these guys, and once they told me they were coming back, it was a no-brainer for me.
I mean, the same what Josh said. I mean, I just talked to my family, coaches, and just everyone. I think we have a great opportunity, like I said before. And another big reason was I get my degree in December, so that was a big reason to come back as well. So.
What played into my decision to come back was, like Keith said, first and foremost, I had to sit down and talk to God about it, and I just felt in my heart it was best of me to come back and for my senior year. And I talked to my family and close friends about it, and some were half and half on me leaving or going, but I felt like it's my decision. I felt like it was best for me to come back.
What led to mine was, of course, like everybody else saying, talk to the family, just have a good time, just sit back and just think about everything, and talk to these guys, call them over the break, see where their mind was at. Another reason for me is to be able to get my degree as well in December, and we also got a chance to win the ACC championship. That's what we preparing for.
Devonte, how close was it?
As close as what?
How close was the pick, one way or the other?
I already knew. I kind of had my mind made up anyway, just because I finished strong, like all the hype came at the end, whatever. That I can do that the whole season. I plan on doing that. So. And then we got a great team coming back, obviously, as you can see, and a few younger guys as well. I'm just thankful for the second chance, really.
Devonte, did the way you ended this season make it even more difficult with the decision and, knowing how well you played against Kentucky in the bowl game and a few games leading up before that? Did that make it more difficult for you?
It had, like, a little bit difficulty to it, but not really. That was just, 6 games? It was still like a whole lot rest of the early in the season that I could have done better. So, yeah.
You see that Clemson beat you guys by 3 points and the #1 team playing for the national championship. Does that make you feel like you're that close?
Yeah, it really does. I mean, it just really means we just need to come in the offseason and outwork all our opponents on our schedule, really. I mean, we were that close. I mean, hands down, Clemson was a better team that game. I mean, we just got a lot more work to do. But as we can see, we're not that far off.
For any of you guys or all of you, how big to have Coach Grantham still here, and there was talk at the end of the year, but did that play a factor into anybody?
I mean, that played a factor as well. I mean, because we have a great relationship with Coach Grantham. I mean, and a lot of us know the defense, and we would come into the spring fast and the camp fast, and the whole defense would be moving fast with a lot of the guys coming back as well. So.
For any of you, what kind of feedback did you get from the NFL? What kind of projections did you hear? And was it that sway?
I mean, we heard different things. I mean, we wasn't really too concerned with that. I mean, we're just here to just let everybody know we're coming back, and we're just going to come back and work hard.
Josh, you said that you didn't have the season that you wanted to have, and that also played a factor in your decision. What are some of the things that you want to improve on and kind of shore up, in your final year?
It's a lot of things that I can work on as far as coverage, as far as making better tackles and things like that. I feel like with the year that I set out, I came back a little rusty. And I feel like with the opportunity to get my degree and work hard on my craft, I feel like it can only benefit me.
For Josh, what do you think the key defense next year?
The key for us was just to stay together and all play fast and play hard. You know, we ended the season pretty good, but I feel like we can do better. And with these guys, we're gonna lead the defense, and we're gonna push them the way they need to get to that point.
I'll ask DeAngelo this one. Obviously, the goal is to win a national championship. In order to do that, you got to win your conference. In order to do that, you got to close the gap with Clemson and Florida State, who are also in your division. What's the next step in moving forward towards that first goal?
Well, first and foremost, first step would be getting back in the weight room this coming Monday and preparing for that long stretch we have of the season. You know, obviously Clemson and Florida State, you know, you got to beat them to win the ACC. So we plan on working the hardest we can to reach that goal this year.
Keith, are you guys rooting for Clemson? I mean, are you going to want an ACC team?
I mean, that would be nice. I mean, for an ACC team, I mean, that would bring a lot of good camaraderie and hype for the ACC. And, you know, I have a couple homeboys on there, too. So, I mean, it'll be a good game. I got a couple homeboys on Alabama team, too. So, it really doesn't matter.
Devonte, how do you account for the way you finished? You took a lot of criticism after the Florida State game, and I think Coach talked about how you took that personally. Was that a motivating factor going forward?
After seeing the Florida State film, I seen like a few plays I could have done way better. Definitely the 6 break tackles he had, I could have made that play, prevented all that. Seeing that game, that was one of the things you just have to look in the mirror and say you got to fix it, because that's not you. So I was watching the film, that's not me, and I fixed it clearly. I showed you it wasn't me.
So the last few games, that was you?
Of course, that's me. That's me right there.
Josh, what was the key to your late season surge? Was it getting in shape? Was it knocking off some rust? Just kind of getting back for playing football again?
I say all of those play a factor. Me coming, like I had to get in shape, learn the defense, and just get more comfortable with what I was doing. And like towards the middle of the season, I got to that point, and I was able to play like I know I can.
Josh, obviously with all you guys coming back, the defense is pretty solid. How excited are you all to watch Lamar and how much he can improve? I mean, it's pretty unbelievable what he did as a freshman.
Right, I'm very excited. You know, he broke records, and he did. I remember before the season when he was running around like that in camp, I'm like, he can't do this in the game. Like, but the season came, and he sure enough did it. And, you know, I'm just happy to say that he's a part of our team, and we look forward to playing with him moving on.
Anybody else want to talk about Lamar, what you saw from him? Everybody seems to light up on him.
I mean, Lamar is just a freak athlete. I mean, he's so fast, and he matured a lot throughout the season as well. I could start to see it in the huddle as well. Guys are starting to listen to him, you know, just getting feedback from him. So, I mean, it's fun to watch, and he's going to mature a lot more this offseason. I mean, he's going to have a full offseason in the weight room as well. Not only him, but the whole offense. I mean, there's a lot of freshmen, so those guys will benefit from that.
Keith, for you being a leader on kind of the defensive side of the ball last year, you're sitting up here with now, 4 guys coming back to be senior leaders for the defense. What kind of tone or what are you looking to establish, this year with those younger guys heading into this season?
I mean, we just got to really show them the right way. I mean, show them how to work hard, show them how to watch film, show them how to study. And it doesn't always just come on the coaches. The players got to take charge as well, because this is our team. I mean, Coach Petrino says it all the time. This is y'all team. Y'all can't look for me to do everything. So, I mean, we just got to show them the way.
This one's for Josh. It seems like every time you guys are on TV, the commentators, when they're referring to you, are saying, he's the Georgia transfer. I mean, do you take offense to that? Do you want to not be known like that anymore? Do you want to be the Louisville senior next year? What do you think about it when you hear that?
I don't really take offense to it. I feel like I've been here for 2 years now, and it's always gonna be with me because I've been there, But I don't really take it to heart or anything. I look forward to next year, and I would like to be known as just a Louisville player, but in reality, I know it's just everybody's gonna remember that I was at Georgia once. But I've been here for 3 years. This will be my 3rd year here now, so I think it's time to move forward and just look to the future.
Keith, are you in search of a new Bash brother?
I mean, it would be nice to have another one, but, I think Burgess will see this and he would be kind of upset I say I was trying to find another one. So I might have to come up with a new name. So, I mean, we'll look and see what the future holds.
Is it going to be hard without him?
I mean, of course. I mean, he's a great player. I mean, missing a piece like that. But I'm sure we'll have someone to come in and step up, just like Stacey Thomas did in the bowl. So.
Have you talked to Trayvon since his injury?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us have. We've seen Trayvon and talked to him, made sure his spirit is up, and just let him know that it's going to be all right, and you just got to pray about it, pretty much.
Devonte, how are his spirits?
I can't speak for him, but when I see him, I try to bring him up because I've been in the injury position where he missed a season, whatever. Not saying he'll miss a season, we don't know. But I'm saying I've been in that position, so I know how I feel to be like down and whatever. So every time I see him, I just try to keep his spirits up, just keep him happy.
For DeAngelo, what is, when you get feedback, what does it look like? What form does it come in?
What, feedback from the NFL?
From the NFL, like when you apply, what comes back to you?
I mean, it's just a sheet of paper explaining. It only tells you if you're going first or second round. So it's not really a broad thing. It's more of it's real precise. So if you're not that, it's just going to tell you to come back to school.
Do you wish maybe they gave you more information? Maybe a scouting report, or this is what we think you do well, or you know what I mean?
I feel like it goes hand in hand. I feel like that could be good, but then again, so many underclassmen are declaring for the draft nowadays that shouldn't. That, you tell a guy something that he might just make not that wise of a decision and leave. So I guess it can work hand in hand.
Let's just talk about the leadership that you and these guys will bring next year, and kind of maybe what the start this year will do for the offseason and not wanting to start like that in the next season.
Yeah, the way we started this past year will definitely motivate us going into this next year. We got guys like myself, Devonte, Keith, and Josh who'll come back and, we'll step into that leadership role and be ready to carry this team and this defense.
Keith, when you look at the season, when you reflect on it, where did things turn around for you guys as a unit? You started winning more games, obviously, but the defense improved as well. Where was the turnaround? When did you notice that?
It was kind of in the middle of the season. I mean, guys just felt different. I mean, the whole vibe at practice just changed. Guys started coming out, working hard as a team, and players started being more vocal as well. And I think that really changed and turned our season around. We started winning more games.
Devonte, even last May before the season, there were people projecting you as a possible first-round draft choice. Do you think your stock went up or down this year, and why?
I really couldn't tell you. That's not really my job. I'm just trying to play till I can hopefully be the first round pick or something like that. So that's pretty much all I can control is how I play.
What kind of feedback did you get from the NFL?
Like DeAngelo said, I got a sheet of paper. It's from the first, second round, like telling you if you first or second round draft pick or not. If not, return to school. So that's pretty much all I got.
So it said that you were not first or second round?
Yes, sir. It told me to return to school.
Did anybody get first, second round?
Yes, sir.
You surprised by that?
No, sir. No, sir.
DeAngelo, you mentioned getting back in the weight room, getting stronger. I mean, how's that possible? What are you specifically working on?
I mean, when I mean get back in the weight room, it's not necessarily just getting strong. It's a lot of stuff you can work on when you're in the weight room. You can work on things such as balance, such as, just anything that can make you a better football player. It's not just strength. It's not just speed. It's a lot of things that go into being in the weight room and getting better.
When you last max bench, do you remember what it was?
505.
All you guys, the NFL is such a business, and a lot of times, it's a numbers game. What does it mean to each of you guys be able to play with each other for 3 years?
It'll be something special, it'll be real nice to play with these guys one more year and make those lasting memories again.
I mean, to reiterate what DeAngelo said, I mean, you only go to college once. I mean, these guys you see every day, go to class with, do blood, sweat, and tears with on that field. So it means a lot to just go out here and have a great season, not only for us, but for the university. I mean, they deserve it. So.
and the coaches, people saying this is a good time to go, it's not a good time to go?
I mean, not really. I mean, my dad was in the position as well. I mean, my dad played professional ball, so he pretty much gives me all the advice I need when I need to go talk to someone. So,
Essentially, nobody thought it was time.
I mean,
That you weren't going to be drafted either.
I mean, at the end of the day, everyone said it was my decision. You know, it's what I wanted to do, and I felt like I should come back. So.